What's up, everybody? PJ Braun here, president of Blackstone Labs, and this is a very cool and fun and unique video. And I'm gonna explain why. I'm gonna let the ladies introduce themselves. Of course, most of you already know the ab chick, Steph. And we have been training really hard, or she has been training really hard. I just tell her what to do, and sometimes I train her. And she's been making awesome progress. And so I wanted to see her in person because I think it's time to pick out her show. I know a lot of you who follow her closely will be excited to see that as well. And when I was talking to her, happened to be looking at her sister's page. You want to say hi to everybody?
Hi, my name is Steph Sequeira, the ab chick sister.
And I've actually known her for a little while, but we've never met in person. And I called her out because I saw her adjust. Who are you working with?
I was working on my boyfriend.
She's working on her boyfriend in a video, and I said, you should work on me. And she said, I want to. So I didn't think that she was gonna take my challenge, so I put her on the spot. I'm like, why don't you come up here, introduce yourself to everybody, and then work on me, and hopefully not do anything weird to me in a video. And so that's what we're gonna do. So don't worry, Don and Deanna, your guys' jobs are safe. But I figured if you're gonna practice on somebody, why not practice on a big bodybuilder guy, because you want to be able to work on as many different people as you can. So how long have you even been doing any of this?
Okay, so I just started medical school. I'm actually at Nova's DO program. I'm a doctor of osteopathic medicine. And I just started this last fall. I've been doing these techniques since it started, but really doing the cracking, as people call it, for maybe 6 months or so. So I definitely have a lot of practice. I wouldn't do anything that I don't feel comfortable with, but I have never done it on anyone his size. Everyone in my class is super thin. I've had some bigger people, but not this much muscle, so I really hope I can get something going on him, or at least find a dysfunction and fix it. That'd be great.
Have you got with her?
Yes, so I've gotten treated with her twice, I believe. Yeah, so she actually just does it even if I don't have an issue.
No, that's not true.
She finds the dysfunction. She tries to even me out. You guys will see what she does. So she diagnoses you first.
This is good because I'm super busy lately. That I have actually not gone to any of my chiropractor friends in a very, very long time. Dr. Ruggiero, who I was going to for years, Dr. Hassan Katani, who you guys have seen videos with, doing different things like dry needling and stuff. I've not been adjusted by anyone in a very, very long time. So anything that she does to me is probably gonna be beneficial to me today. I have also learned, and this is something that I'm gonna start focusing on a little bit more. So Don, who some of you guys know, so Don works with a lot of athletes, golfers and whatnot, and we found out actually that we're starting to believe that my shoulder issues are actually spinal, believe it or not. And he said that basically a big part of my thoracic spine is just not functioning at all. And he actually even took some videos of me to show me where I have a hinge in my lower back and a hinge in my neck and no movement anywhere else. So I'm gonna start working on that with him, and maybe you'll see some things, since nobody's really worked on me in a while other than my regular deep tissue massages, that can help me get better, because a lot of people think that I spend all the time that I do doing the work I do just because I think that it's helping me recover, but I actually have to. So all the massage work, all the cryotherapy, and all these therapies that I do, if I don't, I wouldn't be able to train the way I want to train anymore, because 25 years of beating the crap out of myself, I'm often in a lot of pain. So hopefully, I feel very positive about this. You're gonna help me out today.
The pressure's on you, Joey. You got this.
Now we build it up. So, and all of you who are out there, if you haven't gotten any kind of work, whether it's massage or ART, any kind of deep tissue stuff, chiropractic, I encourage you to go and explore what you can do for your body. There's a lot out there. And I'll let you take over now.
Okay. But honestly, the size of course matters, but if I can get the technique done right, then that's all that matters. So yeah, right now I'm just doing some soft tissue, kind of on your lumbar area.
I have to him, and I found Dr. So my body definitely could use some help.
Yeah, anything that you do with it, whether it's chiropractor, deep tissue, all that stuff that you do, it's always helpful, especially for people like you guys who are bodybuilders. You're, like you said, killing your bodies every day. not in a bad way, but it does take a toll on you.
Talk a little bit about your schooling and how you decided to go this road.
Sure. All right, so I'm actually in the osteopathic medicine program, which some people kind of wonder what that is. It's actually, I don't want to compare it to MD, but it is, we're pretty much we are doctors, just like MDs. It's that we take more of a holistic view in treating a patient. So instead of, I mean, you know, for the most part, but instead of, you know, jumping straight into medication, we try to find, okay, is there something wrong in their body that we can fix with our hands? We're very hands-on. So, for example, someone might have like stomach pain, but it's actually not their stomach, it might be something else. We can fix that rather than, oh, here, take some antacids or something. We try to do that instead. So I actually didn't really know about osteopathic medicine when not when I applied, but about 6 months before I applied is when I learned about it, and I thought it was pretty interesting, so I applied, got in, and I always knew I wanted to be a doctor, but I didn't really know what kind of doctor I wanted to be, which I still don't, but I definitely want to be something that's hands-on, because like, I really do like the aspect of trying something else first. I'm actually gonna come on this side now. Trying something else first before going straight into like medications. So I really did like that aspect of it. My school's great. It's hard, but it's great. I'm glad I'm doing it, yeah, for sure. And it's always great hearing you guys like talk about like all your supplements and all your stuff, because it's crazy like how knowledge you guys are, and I'm not trying to take anything away, but you know, I've spent a year in school and I don't know half of the stuff that you guys know. It's crazy. Like,
common medical doctors have very, very little nutritional schooling for some reason. And it's always been interesting to me where I've worked with a lot of doctors over the years that have asked me questions that I'm like, how the fuck do you not know this? Because I've found that most of them have a pretty good knowledge of a lot of subjects.
They really do. Yeah, the whole nutrition thing, I think, because you're completely right about that, they do not teach us nutrition at all in school, which I think is crazy. I think what their philosophy is the fact that most of America does not work out. Yeah. Like, you know, they do their 60 minutes, maybe a week, I don't know, I don't remember what I think it's 30 minutes twice a week. I think that's what the recommended is, just crazy. But, so they focus on that population. That's the population that eats McDonald's or, you know, just eats fast food. So instead of telling them, okay, you guys need to eat 6 times a day, this clean food, you know, XYZ, it's more, try to eat less carbs and less fats and just this. And it's like, you know, technically that's not what they need. They need a little bit of everything in moderation, but I think they just try to focus on the big population that they're never gonna do what you should do, so they just try to take, not the easy way, but it is the easy way because we're not really educating people how they should eat or how they should exercise every day for, you know, at least a little bit every day. But yeah, I do think they take the shortcut on that, on teaching us how to teach others. So that cycle just continues and continues, and by the end of the day, none of us know anything about nutrition, but we know how to treat stuff, but we could have prevented so many things if somebody like just knew how to eat correctly or how to exercise correctly or stuff like that. So that is a flaw that we have.
What is your opinion on the massive overuse, misuse of pain management medications in the United States?
It's crazy, honestly, because back in the day, you know, someone would have a surgery, they'd give them some ibuprofen and, you know, they'd be fine, that's it. But now it's like someone has a very minor surgery and they're getting oxy or they're getting, you know, whatever other kind of painkiller that is highly addictive. And that's just the norm. And I think it also has to do with the fact that now everyone expects that. Yep. So if you go into surgery, you know you're getting your pain meds. It's like, is that necessary? No, but if you don't prescribe it, then the patient's like, why aren't I getting this? My brother got it, my sister got it, like, I don't understand. And that's kind of like how it starts, and I think that's how it is. Now they have much stricter rules. You can only get pain meds from pain management. Family doctors aren't really, I think if they do, it's for like 3 days that they can only prescribe for. When I worked in the emergency department, we had doctors that just would not prescribe it because that goes on their record if they're prescribing, you know, these pain meds to people who you know, they might be in pain, but do they really need it? And is it worth the risk of them becoming addicted to it? So I think it's something that we definitely like are trying to improve on, but at the same time, it still needs a lot of work, definitely. So right now I'm gonna diagnose his thoracic spine. I'm actually going to do from T9 to, from T3 to T9, because with the technique I'm gonna do, the Kirksville crunch, that is the best area to do it on, so I'm just going to do that.
What is the crunch called?
Kirksville crunch.
See, I've never asked them any of the moves or ball, I just let it happen.
It's just really fun to say.
Yeah, since she's in medical school, she has to practice like pretty much dialoguing the whole like treatment.
Yeah, when we have our exams, I'll be like, I'm doing this and this. So like right now I'm on your T5, and you seem like you are rotated left with all the ones that I've done so far. Because the transverse processes of your spine are more shallow on my left side, just so I can like talk you through it. Okay, so I'd say for now, not for now, but from T3 to T5, or T7, I'm sorry, you're rotated left. You kind of switch up on me a little bit on your last two, but the biggest dysfunctions were definitely on the top, so I'm gonna focus on those. But now, I'm gonna have you lean forward, like bend your back a little bit more. Perfect.
My bad injuries came on the right side.
Yeah.
It started when I was young, playing football, playing sports, dislocating my shoulder a few times. Then I eventually tore my right bicep and had reconstructive surgery on it. And then I tore my labrum on that side as well. Mm-hmm. So I think there's so many things wrong on this right side.
Yeah. Come back and like try to bend your back a little bit, like no, the other way. Yeah, there we go, thank you. Okay, so what I was doing was I was checking to see if you had any other dysfunctions. Like right now I have you as rotated left. So what that means is like if this is your spine, it's looking this way. You don't have any extension or flexion. That's what I was doing when I was having you bend backwards. So from T3, I said T3 to T7, your neutral rotated left side, right? So I'm gonna have you lay down on your back with your head this way, and rotated left side. All right, so what I'm gonna have you do is I'm gonna have you cross your arms, yep, and with the left one on top. So have this hand under.
This hand?
Like under here. Cause like,
under here.
Yep, exactly like that. I'm gonna go like that. So T3 to T7, I'm gonna go kind of in the middle of it. T5, yeah, okay. So just relax, I'm gonna bring you up. Okay. All right, I'm gonna bring your head up. And side bend you. All right, take a deep breath in, and out, and in, and out. Very good. Let me try again. Okay, so bring you back up. Okay, come back. And bring your head up. Side bend you. Okay, take a deep breath in, and out, and in, and crack them, and out. I actually got it before I did the.
Yeah, I felt it.
Yeah. Yeah. Supposed to get it when I come down, but I guess the setup was good. All right, you want me to do your lower back too?
Sure.
All right, I'll have you flip back over. So that was a Kirksville crunch. It's really fun because it looks crazy. Yeah. So now I'm going to diagnose his lumbar spine. So I'm going to go to his iliac crest. Come over, L4-5 interspace. Okay. L1. Okay, so now I'm gonna have you come up like on your elbows, kind of, as if you were watching TV. Yep, and relax your back. Thank you. Okay, and now this one's funny. I'm gonna have you roll up into a ball.
Roll up into a ball?
Yes, if that makes sense.
So like...
Yep, exactly. Yep, that's it. Same. 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 Okay. So you can come lay back down. You are rotated left again, neutral, from L1 to 5. Okay, so I'm gonna have you lay on your left side. Yep, and come just a little closer to the edge, okay? So I'm gonna go right under your L3 and monitor, so just relax, I'm gonna move your legs. Okay, and now extend the bottom leg. Yep, and all the way in back. Yep, there we go. I'm gonna put this one right here. Perfect. And now I'm gonna have you grab my shoulder with this arm. Yep, and I'm gonna twist you. So I feel movement. Okay, perfect. Now I'm gonna have you cross your arms. Yep, and I'm gonna put my arm through here. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna build. Okay, take a deep breath in, and out, and in, and out. All right, I'll try one more time. Take a deep breath in, and out, and in, and out. All right, that one's not gonna cry. I'm like, I don't think I can get enough. Did you feel like I was getting enough torque?
Yeah, so like when Hassan cracks me, he like, obviously he's been doing this for a long time. He like jacks me.
Yeah.
Like he's not afraid to be like, boom.
Gotcha.
Because I've had like other people try to be delicate with me.
Yeah.
And he like puts his whole body into it.
Gotcha.
And that's what makes it go. So, you know, I've been doing this for many, many, many years. And so I am not your normal case, you know? So I know that I am super stiff. I have a lot of issues, and it usually takes some practice to work on somebody like me, even for the people that regularly work on me.
This is completely different than what I've been doing at school. Completely different. I'm like trying to find, you know, the bones, the transverse process. I'm like, is that muscle or is that the bone? So, it's all so hard. Like,
no, Don actually says that, because we do a lot with my shoulders, and so he says, he's like, it's very difficult because there are times when he's feeling and he's like, is this an enormous tendon or is this just a striation into the muscle because of the depth that's in there, you know? So.
Okay, that's the bone. That's the bone. That's it. That's what I'm looking at.
Do you think that when most doctors and specialists see like somebody like me come in, that they're like shit, or that they're like, I like this challenge?
I hope the second one. I'm not sure that's exactly
Is that how you feel?
That's how I took on the challenge.
You seem like
the lumbar one. It's not about, but that's the challenge I take for sure. Yeah.
Hi. Well, so what do you think so far?
So you should definitely get, you know, your thoracic worked on, especially saying that you have those problems.
Yeah.
Here, flip around again. I'll check to see if I did anything. For my exams, we don't have to get improvement, but it would be nice to get them. Actually, do you mind putting your arms down? Actually, now let's lay down. Can you sit on the side how you were earlier? Yeah. Looks a little better. I'm not trying to toot on my own horn, but I might have done a little something.
Good.
Yeah. I'm not just saying that. I would tell you if I'm like, no, nothing happened. No, it looks a little even. Of course, that's not gonna last forever or anything. So that's something that you have to see not on a regular, but you know, once a week or so. Keep getting it adjusted until the bone can go back.
So you're not doing anything with neck cracks?
No.
When does that start?
So, not till next year.
Does that one make you nervous?
Huh?
Does that one make you nervous?
Not really. Some people it does. I actually really enjoy this, so to me it feels good, but I feel like I'm ready for it, but they haven't taught us yet, so I'm not.
So like, for me, all of my years of doing this, like, I'm like a fairly like fearless person.
Yeah.
But when it comes to that one, I kind of like just go to an empty place in my head and just breathe and just totally relax, because that one always makes me a little nervous.
That's the same way. Like it has to be a specific chiropractor to like do it for me, because if not, and then like she has to like entertain me and be like, oh, wiggle your foot, because then like I just kind of like one side's better, but then the other side it just like so like block itself completely.
It's neat because I've got to work with, so Dr. Ruggiero does the Miami Dolphins, the Florida Panthers. As far as like ART is concerned, he's considered like an authority in the world.
That's right.
And Hassan is extremely good with the different things that he does too. So I've actually been able to get good results from them doing completely different things to me, which is neat when you have like these guys are working. For instance, Dr. Ruggiero works on every single one of the Dolphins before every single game and after every single game. So he's got the little kicker, the giant lineman, all these different people. And he has adjusted me in ways before that in my head I was like, how is this gonna do everything? And then it's happened where I'm like, it's neat. Dr. Hassan did something to me which I haven't had anyone do yet, where the way that he had adjusted my neck, most of the people that I've had do it where you're on your back when they do it. He actually had me face down and do it, and it was weird because he was like feeling around in like my traps, and they kind of just pushed me in two different directions where it was like really awesome. I'm like, man, no one's ever done that,
I've never seen that
before. So there's a lot of cool stuff out there that you can do. Your spine governs so many things inside your body, and there's a lot of people who will say that like chiropractors aren't real doctors, right? There's always like those dicks out there that say that, but I've gotten so much benefit off of manual work done on my body versus I don't like to even take Advil, so if somebody could fix you, alleviate pain, make you feel better, make you more mobile. So we actually found out a lot of my issues are simply mobility based. So he had me do a test where I sat in a chair, squeezed the pillow between my legs and rotated, and I really can't go at all. And then he had me do it, and he put me through, and he rotated me very, very far. And he goes, see, your issues are stability and mobility based, because the fact that I can move you like that without any pain shows that your muscles just don't want to do that right now. And he said that the positive thing about that is with the right focus that it's a relatively good, easy fix. So I'm going to start incorporating that into some of my training. I'll show you guys that as well. And obviously, I think it doesn't take a genius to know that like when you hurt your spine, it really screws you up everywhere else. So for the most part, I've been fortunate where I don't have any, debilitating back issues, but a lot of my other issues are actually from problems with my spine that I'm going to start working on a little bit more now. So, I really appreciate it. Plus I thought it would be good. For those of you who think I don't like do stuff out there for the kids and the schools and stuff, I think it'd be good for you, right? To learn.
For sure.
I like to think that there's not that many guys around there that like me to adjust. Although somebody actually made a comment on YouTube the other day that my body looked like somebody put a He-Man toy in the microwave. Oh my God. Thank you to that guy. That was. But even still, I don't think there's that many melted He-Man guys walking around either. So it's good practice for you. So thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you for letting me work on you.
Are you working out with Steph today too?
That's cute.
Do you guys train together?
Sometimes, yeah. We used to whenever she competed back in the day, so it was I think 2016. We did a prep together while I was doing my pro debut, and she was doing her first prep, and pretty much killed each other. Every day we're just oh my God, it was a more of who had the most mental toughness.
What's the age difference?
2 years.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
Do you train as hard as you do?
So I've been a little bit out this past semester because school has been like really hard. But I'm down for the challenge on anything.
One thing about me is my objective is always to give people really, really good workouts. Never want to hurt anybody. Some people are like, I'm gonna take this person to the gym and kill them.
Yeah, right.
So my objective when I train somebody is I want somebody to finish their workout and be like, holy shit, that was a really good workout. I feel awesome. I have a really good pump.
Yeah.
Sometimes, you know, I have done certain things to people out of curiosity that have maybe made them throw up before, but that's not my intention, and it's not going to happen on a back day. Although Cody Montgomery, he'll puke on most of his body part days. He's just a puker. So we're doing back, right?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to go train some back.